Okay, what's the topic today?
Vikrant, hi, my name is Dipi,
Hi.
and there is another chap called Ashish who's wished you good morning and said hi. So if you can just acknowledge his hi, he'll be very happy.
Hi.
Ashish,
Hello.
Vikrant,
Ashish.
Ashish.
All right, Bombay culture. Hi.
ए बॉम्बे को कुछ मत बोल ऐसा कुछ नहीं है.
Yes.
Sorry, Chaitanya, over to you. Sorry.
And I'm wondering, I'm like, okay, चलो, do you want to begin this? I'm going to be like a school teacher now. आपको चालू करना ही नहीं करना है. आपको homework ज़्यादा नहीं, class extend हो जाएगा. बोल रहा हूँ.
This is the artist roundtable. It's something that is really crazy, very pro, and it's something that I came up with during the lockdown. Where the basic concept was, yeah, when there's any piece of art that's being created, it can never be created by just one person, be it an actor, a model, a designer, a poster, anyone. There's always a culmination of artists that leads to a final presentation, and that is precisely what all of you are. ज़्यादातर क्या होता है कि एक एक्टर, एक आर्टिस्ट, एक एक्टर्स राउंड टेबल देखता है. एक स्टाइलिस्ट शायद एक डिजाइनर को फॉलो करेगा and he will more into the colors and the patterns and all of that. But why not just mix it all up? At the end of the day, we all work together to make the show what it is. That is what the artist roundtable is all about. And let's just get started. So how about we're gonna do this? Okay, we're gonna have a strict 2-minute timer, and you guys are gonna introduce yourself within 2 minutes. Okay. And because I'm so fond of this particular person, and उसकी आवाज मुझे इतनी सुंदर और प्यारी लगती है कि वो खत्म ही नहीं होती. So let's start with Lippy. 2 minutes challenge.
I thought it was Darshana, but okay. Am I audible, guys?
Yes, you're audible. Your minutes have started. You begin. Like now.
Okay. Yeah. All right, so let's have a big smile. It's a bright and sunny morning, and my name is Lippy Goyal. And आपको मेरे introduction से तो पता चल गया होगा. I'm a professional MC, anchor, host, whatever you want to call, master of ceremonies. So many names we have. I am also an actor. I am originally from Rajasthan, brought up in Ahmedabad, studied in Pune, and now living in Bombay for the last 7 years. It's a very cosmopolitan life I have had. I am also quite adventurous. So I'm a certified scuba diver. I have bungee jumped from Asia's highest point. I've traveled solo, and I am not a narcissist. I'm a trained Kathak dancer and single. And I love socializing. I'm a wine lover. I'm a coffeeholic, and yeah, I'm glad Chaitanya invited me on this show. I wish Chaitanya as the MC all the very best, having so many artists over here. And I'm here just to learn, grow, evolve, and explore, and be a better person. And I've done more than 600 shows as an anchor, and I won the Best MC Award in the silver category by the Event Management Federation. And you can watch my 2 feature films, Passport and Sweetie with NRI on Amazon Prime, and hopefully my 3rd feature film, Hattrick, should release if everything gets back to normal. So, yeah, and I'm a public speaking, and I'm a soft skill trainer. I forgot about that. So I have started teaching. So I teach public speaking to kids, adults, homemakers, teachers, anybody and everybody, because everybody has stage fear, stage fright, and they want to learn voice modulations, and etc. So I teach that as well. And I have a fluency in English, Hindi, Gujarati, and je parle un peu français, so I can speak a little bit of French as well.
बहु सारू.
Abhar. Hi, Sashu.
At an audience, you
Yeah.
have got proposals by now.
है ना, literally
शादी
she's
के
telling
लिए?
me कि मैं single भी हूँ. तो अगर ये राउंड टेबल पे कोई इसको मिल जाता है, Lippy is like okay. ये
This
और
is
ये
so
event
surprising, right? कि मैंने इतनी सरप्राइजिंग मैंने इतने अचीवमेंट्स बताए और उसमें से सब लोगों ने सिर्फ मेरे सिंगल होने पे फोकस किया है.
You stressed on it. I am single.
You
And
stressed
you
on
lost.
it, exactly. You stressed on it, Baba. You wanted
Yeah,
people
correct
to keep that
emphasization.
suddenly single डालो और लोग समझ जाए.
I think Lippy,
Okay,
nobody can. I mean, at least I cannot beat your introduction.
Absolutely.
You
Let's
have
find
said
out,
so
Ayushi.
I know you.
Let's find out,
I know
Ayushi.
you.
सिर्फ वो सिंगल वाला पार्ट एडिट कर देना चैतन्य प्लीज.
All right. Hi, everybody. My name is Ayushi Amrute. I am a professional dancer. I represent this group in the House of Suraj, and I'm known for this dance style called whacking. Apart from that, I run my own talk show on YouTube called Dimples Out starring Ayushi. I have some fun digital celebs and actors who come on board, and we just have like a quick chat session and a lot of games that we play. So it's a fun show. Also, I am a certified motivation speaker. Apart from that, I of course love dancing, but I am a big binge watcher. I love just binging random Netflix shows, and I recently found out that I'm probably lactose intolerant. I I think, yeah, I mean, that's it. I don't know what else to say about me right now.
Amazing
It's like the
introductions
current
that happen
situation.
on my show.
Yeah, this is.
How
this
to
is
how to
something-
beat single and lactose intolerant.
I think that is.
प्लीज
the
वो सिंगल
first
वाला
person
पार्ट
to
काट
say-
देना, मुझे लग रहा है सिर्फ वो ही वायरल हो जाएगा मेरे पूरे पार्ट में से।
Gone from the dancer to the actor, Vikrant Rai. So Vikrant, 2 minute introduction आप कैसे दोगे? जितनी सारी चीजें की है 2 मिनट में कैसे फिट करोगे?
मेरा नाम तो आप लोग को पता ही है। सो मैं एक मिलिट्री फैमिली से बिलोंग करता हूँ, इंडियन नेवी, भारतीय नौसेना। एंड बिफोर बिकमिंग एन एक्टर, आई पर्सनली क्लियर्ड एनडीए एग्जाम्स, बट देन आई बिकेम एन एक्टर। एंड एज एन एक्टर आप लोगों ने कुछ टीवी शोज में देखा होगा या नहीं देखा होगा, बट मैं बता देता हूँ कि I started off with the Star Plus show called Kavyanjali, that mega show by Ekta Kapoor. So I started off with that show, and इसके बाद then I went on to do leading roles in few television shows like Maika, Ghar Ki Lakshmi Betiya on CTV, and then I left television, took a break for the 70 screen, and then finally made my debut in 2015 as a leading man in film Yuva. This is the second Yuva. This is UVAA Yuva with Jimmy Shekhar, Om Puri, and everybody. My second film Buri, which released in 2017, it's on Netflix right now, so you can enjoy it. And I've also done one of the international TV series directed by very well-known screenwriter playwright Mr. Feroz Abbas Khan. So I've done that as a male lead, and working on another project right now. So that's it.
Nice, Vikrant. There's
Thank you.
a lot happening on your side, and we're definitely looking forward to you. So अभी मूवी का बात चल रहा है, तो मूवी में गाना तो बनता है यार. Bollywood is incomplete without it. Yo, Darshana.
Yep.
Let's listen more about you.
So yeah, I'm a singer. I moved to Bombay 3 years ago now to pursue music as a career. And I used to be Lippy's flatmate, so I spent most of my time in Bombay with her. So yeah,
You have
and I moved from New Jersey. My family's in Michigan, so it's been quite a bit of a change for me moving to India, moving to Bombay for the first time, and kind of finding my way along. It's been good. I've met a lot of people, started working quite a bit in the industry and stuff. I really don't need 2 minutes to introduce myself. I am trying to sing. I'm also doing a lot of songwriting now, so I want to be an independent artist as well.
Nice.
So that's it.
And I tell you guys, क्या हुआ था कि Lippy gave me her like Darshana's Instagram, and I was supposed to contact her, but then I was on her Instagram and I just got stuck listening to what she was, चल रहा है, and I'm like, and then Lippy tells me, इसका हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? I'm like, oh yeah, I was supposed to call her once.
Can I just add to Darshana's introduction?
Yep,
She's
yep.
also a Saregama winner of 2007, which she forgot,
Wow.
which is like a very good achievement.
Thanks.
You know,
Yeah, that was
You
such
need
a-
me, Darshana. भले तो मुझे छोड़ के चली गई, but तुम्हें मेरी बहुत जरूरत है लाइफ में, याद रखना.
Yes, thank you so much, Lippy. Thank you very much. But yeah, that
So
was.
Ashish, let's have your intro.
Please. I would love to. So, you can see my name on your screen, Ashish Nahata. That's my name, and I started doing events when I was 19. The very first event that I did was the first year of my college. It was a cricket tournament. I never knew I was meant for events. Then eventually I was made the president for all the co-curricular activities in college. That gave me a lot of confidence. Then I happened to work as a freelancer for people who wanted to do events. So I was also a celebrity manager, and I worked with Manish Paul, Usha Uttamji, Mika Singh, Hardcore. All of these people I have worked with, and I have realized that all of these people have one thing in common, which is humbleness, which I have learned for myself. After that, I went to Bombay. I lived there for 6 months. I tried my hands on jewelry, which is diamond assorting, because my dad wanted opportunity to join the family business. But somehow I didn't like the Bombay life, which was 6 hours of travel in a day. And I realized, Ashish, भाई तेरे से नहीं होगा ये, वापस चले चलते. I came back to Ahmedabad and then I went to London for my IB in finance. I got back from there. I did my advertising and branding. I was working with this agency for a year and a half. After which I realized कि ये भी नहीं होगा. So let's try something more creative, which requires every day new life of sorts. So then I got into events, which I always cherished. So it's been 5 years to my company, and I've done about 47 weddings in the last 4.5 years. And I have curated actually. I am just having one single wife at my place. I am absolutely married, and I got married 9 months back. In these 4.5 years, the beauty of my work it makes me meet a lot of people across lengths and breadths of India. So far, I'm hoping that soon I should get a wedding outside India as well. And out of these 4.5 years that I have worked, the one project that is really close to my heart is a wedding that I did for a family where the bride and groom both were deaf and mute. They did not, and all of the guests, out of 300 guests, there were 60 to 70 of the friends of bride and groom who couldn't hear or speak. And all we did was through actions, through picturization, through emotions that we could express by the very body language is what we did, and that was the most heartwarming moment for me, for which I got an award in Bangalore at AWPC last year. And also I am India's first event company to do a cruise wedding in India from Bombay to Goa. That was last year again. So that's about me. I am all about weddings. So किसी को शादी करवानी हो, I am here.
शादी करवानी है लिपि को. So I have no idea यहाँ मेरे show पे why we are having people's marital statuses going aboard, but आने दो, रहने दो.
मेरा तो वो क्यूपिड भी आशीष ही होने वाला है, इवेंट मैनेजर भी आशीष होने वाला है, संगीत का होस्टिंग भी मैं ही करने वाली हूँ. सब डिसाइडेड, सिर्फ ग्रूम बाकी है
ना. Totally.
Let me tell you, have you seen Dhoom by any chance?
हाँ.
उसमें उदय चोपड़ा.
No, Ashish, can you keep quiet? Ashish, okay, I am not your friend over here. I'm a professional anchor. Sorry
Yes.
guys, I lost my cool.
Runit.
Sorry about that.
So
So
that's
let's
about.
continue.
Let us try to continue this at least. Runit, how should
No, I'm Ronit. I am a visual designer. So I was really good at school when it comes to studies and creative zones, and I decided to do architecture for Pune. But somehow I didn't like the atmosphere there in Pune. So I eventually came back to my hometown, Raipur, and my mom started a jewelry business. So I just developed an interest in the retail part. So we've done exhibitions, and that's when I decided that I need to do jewelry designing as a career. So I shifted to Mumbai. I did my jewelry designing. I also designed for Tanishq and TPZ, and I got an offer for a handmade jewelry collection launch at Kalagoda Art Festival. That was my first move when I stepped into this fashion industry. I had massive good collection sales over there, and I mean, like from there I shifted to Ahmedabad. I started working on handcrafted, handmade products, organic clothing. I developed my interest in fabrics called, protein fibers. So how do I say? I developed a lot of fabrics which are made from milk, soya milk, bamboo, corn, and all of this. And we started selling internationally. And then I was also assigned a move in Mumbai. But during that time, my dad suffered a heart attack, so I had to shift back to Raipur. So I started my label from the scratch from Raipur, and now I have a store. I'm based in Raipur completely. I'm selling across India, and it's a quirky menswear label wherein I don't believe in restriction to colors or prints or things. I have no boundaries set for men's fashion. I'm trying to set a trend for everybody. So I believe in becoming a trendsetter and not the trend follower.
Nice.
So that's it about me.
Nice.
So for all those people who gave compliments to Runit's clothes, he's making it himself. So go Runit,
Yeah.
place your orders. Yeah.
It is like hand block printed. So like I've done a lot of research on India craft, and I try to indulge every little craft and skill of India so that we can take this tradition ahead.
The model
And
is
then,
so now that all the introductions are done, the floor is open. The plan and the concept of the roundtable basically is how do you connect your profession to someone else's profession? How do you feel that your profession or your marketability can be helped by someone else on this table? So if any of you have any questions for anyone else, Ashish को बोलना चाहता है.
I'm seeing a association here with Darshana. I mean, she's a singer. I'm sure. I'm not sure if you look at events as a marketplace. And do you?
I do. I've done gigs
Like-
at
Of
events.
course she does.
Yeah, and now virtual as well.
So I feel there can be an association between me and Darshana as well. In terms of work, I think it
Definitely.
is a very cool part of the events industry, and everything that happens is around entertainment, music. So I feel they can be a good one. In fact, Runit can design clothes for
Definitely.
my right?
even I
So all
want
of
to
the
know about our celebrity wedding.
Okay, so I think
Even,
Darshana,
Runit-
I think what Runit is
Runit,
trying to ask is
I would
what is like an artist's perspective?
I would like to model for you the female outfit. If you design female outfits, then I would love
I
to
am
model.
super planning.
Lovely,
Yes.
great.
Yes, that is the concept of my roundtable. So Darshana, I think what Ashish was trying to ask you is like, what is your or a singer's perspective towards events? Like, for example, if someone like you who's doing mainly things that are related to Bollywood, or mainly singing on those lines, on the more the bigger screen lines. So, do you still consider events as a market, or would you think twice before going into it, or do you feel that that's a different genre altogether?
No, events is the main thing for singers, unfortunately. Like, we actually, most of our, I guess, connection with a live audience comes through gigs and events. So that is a bigger chunk of anything that singers do, because we can still cover other people's songs, but there's no guarantee that most of the songs that you record will come out in your voice. One thing. Secondly, even money-wise, you don't really get paid that much for the actual dub or like for any of the work that you're doing. But everything that you do, as far as visibility and income, even, is on the events front of it. So that, I mean, that's how I've been working. But we usually have a middleman, like someone that's managing us or someone that's got an event that contacts us. So I've never had to deal directly with an event manager as such. So this is actually pretty cool because, like, I've never had to deal because there's somebody speaking to
Exactly.
an event on my behalf. So I think this is pretty cool because so in the US I used to do a lot of live gigs, and there also I had a promoter, but there were event companies that would reach out, and I would do them depending on like high profile weddings and stuff. Those were definitely a thing, and a lot of like we did a Diwali party last year in Kanpur and stuff. So a lot of these things happen on a very grand scale actually. I'm sure Ashish knows better, but
Nice. So similarly, if I can ask the same question to Ayushi, like, what is your thought about it, like as a dancer?
I feel yes, it's the same thing almost, because apart from taking workshops, for us the major chunk of income that comes is through usually through corporate events and weddings as well, but mainly corporate events, because that is where people mostly seek for entertainment as well when it comes to dancers who are who have been on like a reality TV show, or who are basically who have like a chunk of following online and people know them. So I think I mean definitely events is something that dancers I mean not necessarily that they would love it, but it's mainly based on from where the majority of their income comes from. So I feel events for us at least plays like a major role in
That's
Yeah.
pretty interesting. I mean, given how much importance we give to things on the screen, I mean, be it a movie, be it TV, or be it something on the web. Okay. We all love doing that, but I guess a majority of our income comes from the events part of it. So Ashish, how does it
a
really?
lot of the,
Yeah.
sorry, a lot of the gratification too, because like that's when you finally get to interact with people that are actually hearing your voice or watching you.
Yeah.
Definitely yes.
I would
Yeah,
just like to add that I possibly feel that maybe that is different for dancers, Darshana, in your case, because the main gratification that dancers get is through their work that is recognized online or somewhere else, or if there are like a set of fans who are they performing for. But otherwise, when it comes to events, it's like mostly the opposite for us because we come, we perform, and we leave. And
right.
sometimes most of the people are not even watching, but then that's the part that we would have to play there because it's alright. I mean, we get that, but then it's somehow a little bit different for us here. I feel.
I'm sorry, Ayush. I think I would like to add one perspective to it. The fact that जब आप online perform कर रहे हो तो आपके fans के लिए perform कर रहे हो. You're performing there because you want people should appreciate the kind of art that you're bringing to the table.
Exactly.
When you're performing for an event, it's more about getting money, what you're doing. B, it's also about the fact that you're adding that wow factor subconsciously. I always tell
Exactly.
the artists who perform in my events, even in fact my backstage managers who work with me, that as important as the celebrity on the stage. Doesn't matter if you're not visible to people, but if you're not there, the show will not fall in line. So I feel artists at any point of time add so much value to anybody, be it a dancer, a singer, be it even the bouncer, in fact, who's there at the entry, if he's not managing his work proficiently, the chaos, right? So
Definitely.
everyone adds equal value. It's all about money for events, if you ask me, and bring that wow factor. These are the two most important things. See, Lippy is smiling because she knows money comes in majorly through all the events that she does, and so is it, and the wow factor. Because at the end of the day, it's satisfaction for your soul that okay, you did something crazy.
Correct.
Exactly. So that is exactly what I was trying to say. I mean, event companies when they approach us, they know us. Like of course we have that rapport. That is great. But I'm saying that not necessarily is the kind of gratification that comes. Like there's a difference between the gratification that we get when we perform for someone who knows us. But in case of singers, probably they usually perform at live events where people know them. If that is not the case, maybe if it's a wedding, then probably that's a different thing. But when a concert is placed, it's probably where the fans, most of them, they might know you. So it's like you're performing for them. But when it comes to otherwise it's like a platform wherein dancers as such, like how we have concerts for singers. I don't think we yet have a concert for dancers on such a big scale. At least of what I know, it could be there, but then like people yet are not there to come see dancers where they could pay them and come. They could pay for the show and come watch us perform live yet.
If I can,
So, yeah.
I think there's no platform like that, but I'm sure there's an audience.
I would just like to add something that, like Ayushi mentioned about the gratification part, that if like let's say Darshana is performing for the known audience, for her fans, so maybe she has more of this thing happiness. But for me, it works the other way around, because every time I perform for a wedding or for a client, he or she is a complete stranger. The couple is also a stranger, the client is also a stranger. So after every show, specifically for Sangeet Mehndi or wedding, I feel rather very happy or blessed that I was able to add some more memories to this particular couple or to this particular show. So for me, it works the other way around. It doesn't work the way that oh, I know these people and I've made their day special. For me, it's the other way,
So
that
for me,
wow, like
it's yeah.
yeah.
That happens too. Like
For
there's
me-
a lot of weddings
Right.
where they don't know who you are. But
Yeah.
then if people come back and then they want your information, they want to call you again. That is like okay,
Yeah.
you did, and you just found a new audience
Yeah.
for yourself. So you created
Exactly.
a small
Yeah.
niche. So I do want to
And
thank
a lot of times,
Brilliant, because
Sorry.
like you, the first time I'm actually directly connected to somebody that's doing events as opposed to just dealing with somebody else that's getting events and I'm just the artist. So this is pretty cool. Sorry, go ahead.
Thank you,
yeah,
Chetan.
for me, I feel like just adding further to Darshana, that like maybe like a mom, bride's mom coming and telling me post show that you made us so comfortable. We were so nervous backstage before a dance, but the way you just, sort of did the ice breaking and all, I was very comfortable walking on the stage and dancing. Maybe I've introduced her, I've introduced her in some way or the other, funny way or something. So it has just made her more comfortable. So those small things, feedback, testimonials, whatever you call them, that sort of really just makes my day or makes me feel happy about my particular profession when it comes to events.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's the same for us as well, but where I am coming from is kind of like a slightly different perspective, I feel, because like when it comes to weddings, they're like really special. The day is already magical, and when you add your essence to it, of course, I mean, gratification in that sense, where people come and compliment us, is always going to be there, and we'll always be grateful for it. When it comes to that, plus of course we'll always be grateful for the income that we would receive from the event. So that's there. But then otherwise, it's like when it comes to corporate events, especially, things are a little different there, I feel. I mean, event managers, of course, love us, and that is why they hire us. But there, it's more of come do your job, and of course, there is a little bit of gratification with those who are actually watching. They come and compliment us, that's for sure. But this is kind of like a different
I
aspect.
think I have the answer to that. I think I have the answer to that.
Yeah.
So when Darshana or any singer performs, they are facing the audience, they're watching the audience. There's an immediate response. There's a immediate interaction that's happening.
Yeah.
Whereas when you're dancing, Ayushi, you can't bother to look at the audience. You're bothered about your crew, their hair, where the stage is still, and you're more involved in terms of your surrounding and your physical place. So you can have expressions and everything on your face, but you cannot interact as directly with the audience as a singer or Darshana would. So I believe that is a major game changer in terms of the gratification that you're seeing or talking about.
I would agree with Chaitanya.
It could be,
Yeah.
yes. I mean, it's a possibility for sure.
Usually when you were mentioning about the dancers performing at a corporate event, so we did an event with a company here in Ahmedabad where Sana was there as a dancer, she
Yeah.
performed, and then there was Shamita Shetty who performed. These two artists came in, and there was the troupe performing with them. Now, if you leave them alone on stage, they wouldn't look that great in terms of performance. They might be good dancers themselves, but the performance, the entire frame that you are seeing, will be very empty. Now, when the ex-dancers come in, they add that wow factor is when that performance gets enhanced. So that is where I feel each and every one, अगर एक जन का भी मूड खराब होगा, वो दिखेगा कि ये बंदे ने ठीक से नहीं किया.
I totally
definitely,
agree.
yes.
Yes.
Who was talking
I
after Chaitanya?
wanted to talk about events. I think this might go out of track, but I have done about 65 plus exhibitions across the country. What do you think? What is the scope in exhibitions right now? Because I see a saturation in the market. So, what is the possibility or the next trend for exhibitions in our country
So
as an
I
event?
I absolutely agree to your part, and I might just add on to it. My family businesses, there are two businesses. One is
I was just going to say that.
one is diamond jewelry. Other is my mom, who's a fashion designer herself. She's into bridal and ethnic wear, and we've had that business for the last 22 years. And in 22 years, we've done n number of shows in terms of exhibitions. Now, one thing that is happening with this exhibition sector that I have personally seen myself is that every gully nukkad has an exhibition.
Exactly.
So one thing that you should probably consider for yourself is Instagram is going to be the next big platform for your sales. You can get XYZ query from across the globe, and you don't have to move out of your house as well. You can very easily do amazing shoots, amazing concepts. You can hire models. You can do the kind of money that you put into hosting exhibitions. You pay 40, 60, 70, 80, 1 lakh as a stall amount plus your expense of travel, stay, food. You look at it as 1.5 lakh going into an exhibition, as opposed to putting that 1.5 lakh on every new collection that you bring out, highlighting it. And Instagram can be your biggest platform. I'm sorry I'm saying this out and loud, but I feel exhibitions.
I have raised my label through Instagram only. So basically, when I started my label, it was not something that I really wanted to generate business. I have my own family business which I had to look after, and it's pretty huge. So what I did was I used to make collections of my own size that even if nobody bought it, I would wear it. And I got them shot. I did collaborations with the models in my town so that they can get some work, they can get their profiles built up, and I uploaded. And it gave me back in return a lot of business. Like through Instagram, I have actually built myself.
I have known, so there's this friend of mine, I don't want to name her. Believe me, she started from a 200 square feet workspace. Today, she is dealing with the world. She has that blue tick on her Instagram. She's doing majorly. She's a very renowned designer. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to name her. But then, all from Instagram. She does at least 30 outfits per day from her Instagram. Of course, after COVID, things have changed. Now the number has gone down. But 30 orders per day from Instagram. Believe me, I need. No exhibition can get you. Exhibition will only let your audience give a touch and feel. That's it. But that now the online market is such कि कोई experiment करना चाहे तो maybe you associate with different platforms. For example, you can tie up with there were websites before COVID. Now a lot of them are facing issues. But then why not associate with all of these websites and create your market there instead of doing exhibitions? I'm being very blunt, sorry.
Right, that's very true because Instagram has not only given me the market but also the audience to value and respect my work. I have got a lot of opportunities for celebrity styling through Instagram. So I think that is something really different. I mean, I've got call from the stylist of Rajkumar Rao, Ayushmann Khurrana. So they've seen something in my profile through Instagram, which is why they've approached, which probably an exhibition would have given me. So. But exhibition is something like that was really nice 2 years back. Down the line, it has all flourished. Everybody wants to just come up with an event. They have certain money to invest. They'll do an exhibition. And they'll earn through the exhibitors only.
It's just to create that visibility, which I feel Instagram will help you. And now the crowd that comes to an exhibition is also घूमने फिरने वाला crowd, खरीदने वाला crowd.
Shoppers, yeah. Actually, because they know that they have an option. Every other week they have an option. So like इसमें नहीं तो दूसरे they'll buy.
Maybe you can have one exhibition. I feel Little Flea in Bombay is doing amazing. Maybe have lots of participation and then you are off. एक साल में एक event.
I believe Little Flea is actually a very good platform. Because my own friend has put up, and she's really done very well. She only exhibits at Little Flea once a year, and she was telling me that like the turnover from there is also really good, and the sort of branding she gets, word to word branding and all, everything works for her very well.
There is the other one, Bridal Asia, if you've heard of. So that
I've heard of. Yeah.
Bridal wears. So that is my next target when I step into the wedding collections. Because that has a huge market.
Absolutely. I mean, I'll pitch you everywhere. Lockdown has been one big setback for everyone. So how did you keep yourself sane, and what is it that you guys do in order of getting the right kind of role for yourself?
Okay, it's an actor's life in the industry depends upon a lot of factors. Like every actor come from different backgrounds. अभी जैसे I'll keep it very simple. There's an actor who's a star son or a director's son or a producer's son or somebody's a big businessman. किसी का बेटा बेटी है तो अब उसको कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला. लॉकडाउन है या नहीं है उसको कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला because he's got a huge strong background. फिर एक एक्टर होता है जो बिल्कुल ही आप समझे कि वो एक नॉर्मल बैकग्राउंड से आता है जिसमें वो ठीक ठाक है, मतलब वो ही कैन मैनेज बट ऐसे भी एक्टर्स होते हैं जो बिल्कुल ही नीचे से आते हैं, बिल्कुल उनका कोई बैकग्राउंड नहीं होता है, बिल्कुल विलेज गांव से आते हैं, लेकिन वो बहुत टैलेंटेड होते हैं और उन्होंने ये फील्ड चूज किया होता है और यहाँ आ गए होते हैं और वो यहाँ के. तो अगर आप लॉकडाउन की बात करेंगे पर्टिकुलरली तो सबसे ज्यादा डिफिकल्टी इस तरह के एक्टर्स को होती है जो बिल्कुल जिनका कोई सपोर्ट नहीं है, फाइनेंशियली तो है ही नहीं बट मेंटली भी उनके आसपास या उनके घर वाले या उनके फैमिली वाले भी ऐसे नहीं है कि जो उसको समझ सके. यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड कि एक एक्टर कैसे सोचता है, एक एक्टर कैसे बिहेव करता है. उसकी रिक्वायरमेंट्स क्या है, फिजिकली, मेंटली, फाइनेंशियली। तो वो सबसे ज्यादा अगर किसी को इम्पैक्ट हुआ है तो वो किस लेवल के एक्टर्स को हुआ है इस ड्यूरिंग लॉकडाउन। So that's what I would say.
Vikrant, I believe like what you're saying is perfectly right, but that's exactly the kind of cross-selling that I am talking about, or the roundtable is in a way about. So actors in general, you know, our income is very uncertain, jobs are very uncertain. Kab casting milega, role milega is also very uncertain. But what is, you know, what I believe such actors in all can do is diversify. I mean, being an actor, they can also probably be a dancer if they're good at it and earn from that. They can also, you know, be a host maybe on at that.
I'll just add something.
Yeah.
Your question was कि it becomes very difficult एक एक्टर के लिए कि उनको ये पता नहीं है, it's very uncertain कि कल क्या होने वाला है, कल क्या मिलने वाला है, कल क्या नहीं होने वाला है, पता नहीं है, you know. I would say कि इसमें भी वही 3 कैटेगरी के ही एक्टर्स आ जाते हैं, 3 कैटेगरीज। पहले होते हैं जो कि जिनको तो कोई परवाह ही नहीं, बिकॉज दे आर सेट है मामला। सेकेंड कैटेगरी में मेरे जैसे एक्टर्स आते हैं जिन्होंने अच्छा काम किया है, जिन्होंने अपनी जगह बना ली है, लोग उनको जान गए हैं इंडस्ट्री में, तो हम लोग थोड़ा वेट कर लेते हैं। वी आर प्रीटी श्योर अबाउट द नेक्स्ट प्रोजेक्ट वी आर गोइंग टू डू। वो हमारा एक टारगेट सेट रहता है। जैसे मैंने आपको कहा कि मैं अभी अगली फिल्म पे काम कर रहा हूँ, उसमें अभी मेरा सब कुछ सेट है, तो मेरा माइंड भी सेट है कि मैं शूट पे जाने वाला हूँ। बट जो थर्ड कैटेगरी ऑफ एक्टर्स होते हैं ना, जो एक्चुअली बहुत टैलेंटेड होते हैं पर उनको किसी तरह का सपोर्ट नहीं होता है, सबसे ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम, सबसे ज्यादा अनसर्टेनिटी उन्हीं को होती है। They need to break out from that position and they need to come to the second or the first position to get मतलब be comfortable in life, you know. So ये जो अनसर्टेनिटी की इसकी स्टेजेस होती हैं, फर्स्ट में तो कोई अनसर्टेनिटी नहीं है, सेकंड में थोड़ी बहुत अनसर्टेनिटी है, थर्ड में बहुत ज्यादा ये अनसर्टेनिटी है।
And also, if I may add to this, Chaitanya, if an actor, for example, today now Vikrant is an amazing actor, he's good at dance. The moment he diversifies himself into dance, he loses that essence of acting, I feel. Which will affect his
डांस में भाग जाऊंगा मैं, भागता हूँ डांस।
So I would just like to add, I completely agree with Ashish because you know, I was not a professional anchor. I moved to Bombay to be an actor. But you know, I of course, like we all know, out of 100 auditions, I might click one audition, I might not click any audition at all. So I sort of just, you know, people become like bouncers, people take up yoga classes, do this as a backup sort of a thing. I started emceeing or anchoring just to be financially independent in the city of dreams, you know. But yes, there was a point in 2019 that I got so drifted that I was completely into anchoring. I was having like 5 shows in a month. I was pretty settled, you know, financially, work-wise. But you know, yes, like Ashish said, you do get drifted away from your main goal. And then there was this, you know, whole vacuum feeling, if I could just put it in a way, that this is not what I wanted to do. I never wanted to be an anchor. I moved to Bombay to be an actor. And then I sort of worked on myself again from the late 2019 on, you know, following a workout, a diet properly, you know, losing that all the weight and, you know, working on my skills again, joining an acting workshop. And I feel, and it works out a certain way probably that stars also fell into place. And I did, you know, I got signed for another movie as well by the end of the 2019. And I realized that, yeah, I mean, if you work towards something, it really helps you. But like I was not working towards acting, you know, or sharpening my skills or something, because I was so set in my mind from all the perspectives as an MC that I stopped working towards an acting. So I completely agree. But right now, of course, entertainment industry is a question mark. I completely agree with the current situation. But now, at least 2020 has given me that time to introspect, to understand, and sort of have a balance between both the professions, where, you know, MCing, anchoring probably could give me a financial satisfaction, and acting could give me that, you know, satisfaction of being the thing I'm passionate about.
Exactly. So, like, I'm talking about the power of choice. Matlab, as Vikrant correctly said, that once you're financially independent and you really need the money, at that time, shayad, you may not believe in a project, but you still might take it up just for the money. But probably, if you're, you know, probably emceeing in the background or conducting a workshop or teaching dance or something of that sort, so your money is coming in and your basic finances are being sorted, which gives you the power of choice in the field that you actually want to pursue. So that's just a thought process.
मैं डे वन से इसमें बिलीव कर रहा था। देखिए, मैंने इंट्रोडक्शन में कुछ थोड़ा सा मिस किया था, तो मैं आप लोगों को थोड़ा सा शेयर कर लेता हूँ। A lot of things depend upon a journey of a particular actor. जैसे अभी मैं आप लोगों के सामने बैठा हूँ, तो मैं अपनी जर्नी बताता हूँ कि see, I come from a military family, so completely non-filmy background. मतलब हमने तो शूटिंग भी नहीं देखी थी। So इंडियन नेवी की पोस्टिंग्स मोस्टली, आपका जितना सी बॉर्डर आपको पता ही है, तो वहाँ पे हमारी पोस्टिंग्स होती हैं। तो मैं विशाखापट्टनम से मुंबई आया था। and I was 18 and मैंने just NDA एग्जाम्स क्लियर किया था, which is quite natural being a फौजी का बेटा, तो पहले मैंने वही एग्जाम दिया और वो क्लियर भी कर लिया था मैंने। तो उसके बाद मैंने I didn't join and I joined जय हिंद कॉलेज मुंबई चर्च गेट। So by the time I was 19, I was in college and this guy, जय हिंद कॉलेज का आपको पता ही है माहौल, you know कैसा है वो, थोड़ा सा वो भी स्टूडेंट ऑफ द ईयर 1 2 3 है टाइप से, तो थोड़ा सा तो मैं ऐसे बाहर घूम रहा था एंड हम सब बाहर ही घूम रहे थे। दिस वाज इन 2005 and I was just 19 years old and one of the person comes to me and says, मतलब he says कि ये विक्रांत ये कार्ड है, ये तेरे काम का है, मेरे काम का तो है नहीं। He was some businessman son, मतलब बोला यार मेरे काम का नहीं है तेरे काम का है। तो मैंने देखा तो वो बालाजी का एड्रेस था। मैंने लाइफ में शूटिंग नहीं देखी थी, तो मैंने फोन घुमा दिया तो लकीली मुझे बुला भी दिया उन लोगों ने। नेक्स्ट डे मैं वहां चला गया तो उन्होंने मुझसे पूछा आपके पास पोर्टफोलियो है? अभी मैं विशाखापट्टनम से आया था, मेरे लिए पोर्टफोलियो आई हैड नॉट हर्ड द वर्ड पोर्टफोलियो। तो मुझे लगा कि ये कोई बायोडेटा या ऐसा कुछ मांग रहा है ऐसा, तो मैंने कहा नहीं अभी नहीं है मेरे पास एंड ऑल दैट। तो उन्होंने मेरी तरफ देखा और बोला कि आप मेकअप करा लो। तो मुझे शौक लगा कि यार मेकअप तो मतलब लड़कियां करती है, लड़के थोड़ी कर सकते हैं मेकअप। तो then I went with the flow, क्योंकि मैंने कभी मेकअप किया नहीं था लाइफ में और मैं वहां खड़ा और उनके लिए वो नॉर्मल है, यू नो एवरी एक्टर नीड्स टू गो थ्रू दैट मेकअप प्रोसेस। तो मुझे लगा यार लड़कियां करती हैं, फिर मैं आई वेंट विद द फ्लो एंड मैंने ऑडिशन दिया और मैं भूल गया उसके बारे में। उस समय मेरे डैड ने मुझे मोबाइल भी नहीं दिया हुआ था कि अभी नहीं, मोबाइल का टाइम नहीं आया है, तो मैंने घर का नंबर दिया था एंड देन वी शिफ्टेड फ्रॉम दैट रेजिडेंट, वी शिफ्टेड लाइक वंस एंड ट्वाइस, मतलब 2-3 शिफ्टिंग हो गई थी हमारी। और for the Balaji people, they tracked me down. See the journey. They tracked me down for 3 months. So there was no struggle in my life. If you can, मतलब वो होना चाहिए था, मतलब I had no background in the industry, तो मेरा struggle होना चाहिए था, but मेरा हुआ नहीं। 3 months वो लोग मेरे को ट्रैक करते रहे और मेरे नए घर पे उन्होंने मुझे ट्रैक किया और मुझे बुलाया and that's how my journey began, you know. और उसके बाद काव्यांजलि, फिर घर की लक्ष्मी बेटियां, मायका। बाय द टाइम आई वाज डूइंग मायका ऑन जी टीवी, आई वाज अ टीवी हार्ट थ्रो, जहां जी टीवी जा रहा था। उसके बाद मैंने ब्रेक ले लिया, फिर मैंने फिल्म्स ब्रेक लिया, तो मुझे काफी टाइम लगा फिल्म्स तक पहुंचने के लिए, बिकॉज पहले मुझे लगता था कि मैं अगर टीवी में अच्छी एक्टिंग कर रहा हूँ तो लोग मुझे फिल्मों में ऐसे ले लेंगे मुझे। बट वो एक अलग ही गेम था, वो एक अलग ही मैथमेटिक्स थी, जो मुझे फिल्मों का स्ट्रगल करने के वक्त समझ में आई कि एग्जैक्टली मैथमेटिक्स क्या है। ठीक है चेतन, I'm sorry I'm taking a bit time, but I'm trying to, you know, just tell you the realities of the film industry जो मैंने फेस किया है। जब मैंने टीवी से ब्रेक लिया था तो that time I was the most loved boy of the television when I took break। ठीक है, मुझे ऐसा लगा कि यहाँ से मैं मूवीज में जाऊंगा। अच्छा, मैंने मूवीज में इसलिए किया कि I thought कि why only stars are getting chances, why not us? तो let's break in। तो मुझे लगा कि जब व्यूअर्स ने मुझे यहाँ एक्सेप्ट किया तो वहां भी एक्सेप्ट कर लेगी। बट जब मैंने वहां पे जाके लोगों से मिलना शुरू किया तो रियलिटी ये है फिल्म इंडस्ट्री की, एक्टर की, कि देखिए आप जब किसी भी प्रोड्यूसर डायरेक्टर के पास मिलने जाते हैं और आप उनको अपना काम भी दिखाते हैं ना, डजंट मैटर। अभी ये ट्रुथ है बॉलीवुड का, हमारी फिल्म इंडस्ट्री का ये ट्रुथ है कि आपकी एक्टिंग लास्ट में। पहला इंपॉर्टेंट है आपका सरनेम, सेकंड अगर सरनेम नहीं है तो कैन यू पुट मनी, बिकॉज आई हैव लॉस्ट लॉट ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट्स ऑन बिकॉज ऑफ दैट, आई कांट पुट मनी एंड ऑल दैट। ठीक है, तो थर्ड स्टेज होती है एक्टिंग। ये मुझे पता नहीं था जब मैंने ब्रेक किया था, तो इट टुक अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम फॉर मी एंड फाइनली आई मेड माय बॉलीवुड डेब्यू विद अ पर्सन विद whom I worked for the first time in TV। पहला ही मेरा डायरेक्टर जो टीवी में था, उसने जब फिल्म बनाना डिसाइड किया, उसके साथ मुझे ब्रेक मिला फाइनली। इतना मैंने स्ट्रगल किया, इतना मैं लोगों को मिला, मैंने बोला सर आई एम मोस्ट लवेबल बॉय ऑन टेलीविजन, प्लीज सी दिस एंड दे आर लाइक या ओके वेरी नाइस, वाओ, अरे आप बहुत अच्छे हैं, ये वो, अच्छा ठीक है बताते हैं। कोई बोल रहा है गाड़ी तो आप BMW हैं, लेकिन BMW चलाने के लिए पेट्रोल लगता है, पार्टी में जाइए लड़की कोई अमीर लड़की पटाइए एंड ऑल। कोई एक्टिंग के बारे में बात नहीं कर रहा है। ठीक है, ये मैं आपको बहुत रॉ एक्सपीरियंस बता रहा हूँ मैं आपको। सो फाइनली आई मेड माय डेब्यू विद अ पर्सन जिसके साथ मैंने फर्स्ट सीरियल किया था 10 years back when he decided to make a film। That's how it's been, you know। अब मेरा तो फिर भी लकीली इजी था, बहुत सारे एक्टर्स का बहुत डिफिकल्ट होता है इफ यू डोंट हैव अ बैकग्राउंड. I'm not against nepotism, by the way.
So I would just like to add that I believe personally for an artist, any artist, whether singer, actor, dancer, whatever, patience, hard work, destiny, and a little bit of luck. It's like a perfect combination. This is what I've always said and I always believe. So, your director जिसके साथ 10 साल पहले काम किया बट स्टिल अगर आप टच में नहीं है पर वो आपको 10 साल बाद याद रखता है, it's somewhere your luck. Yes, your performance, absolutely. But you need to understand उस 10 साल में उसने शायद कम से कम 100 एक्टर्स के साथ तो काम किया होगा. उसके बाद भी अगर आपको वो फोन कॉल आ रहा है 10 years के बाद, it's 10% of luck. Same for casting. When I get called for auditions, I know कि casting director के पास कम से कम 200 mails आते होंगे 2 दिन में, like per day 100 mails उसको आते होंगे portfolios के साथ. लेकिन अगर वो मुझे सिर्फ ऑडिशन के लिए भी बुला रहा है उसमें से उन 100 लोगों में से, प्लस जो पहले का बैकअप डेटा तो पड़ा ही है जो उसको आता ही रहता है, तो उसमें से कहीं ना कहीं अगर मेरी प्रोफाइल सिलेक्ट हो रही है उस पर्टिकुलर कैरेक्टर के लिए, आई फील अगेन इट्स समवेयर लक. अगेन with respect to events, it's with respect to events also. I would like to say that I'm sure Ashish must be having some 50 MCs के profiles, but if he feels that yes, this MC particularly could be able to handle this particular show, I feel again somewhere it's yes luck and whatever the packaging I've done for myself in terms of story or whatever photographs and all, yes, those all things are my hard work, patience, all those things are there. So I think it's a combination of all those things which works.
Also,
which works for any artist.
Bit of luck and more of hard work and your preparation.
Absolutely.
And everything. Yeah.
Also, I believe the personality plays a big part. I mean, how you maintain that connection with the person, how you behave with the person, how you make yourself as a person relatable and memorable for that particular samne wala, whoever that may be. Because at the end, your work style, your work ethic, the way you perform, the way you listen and carry out your job. Like, I believe the way you do your job matters more than what your job is. Many a times.
एक बार आपको मौका मिल गया, एक बार आपको चांस मिल गया, तो हमारी इंडस्ट्री में नहीं, आई थिंक सब जगह है कि सबसे ज्यादा तो आपका रिलेशनशिप मैटर करता है कि आपको अपना रिलेशन मेंटेन रखना आना चाहिए.
Very true.
आप थोड़ा वीक रहेंगे अपने काम में चलेगा, थोड़ा वीक रहेंगे चलेगा, बट इफ यू आर अ गुड ह्यूमन बीइंग ऑन सेट, गुड विद एवरीवन, दैट वर्क्स अ लॉट इन योर फेवर.
Very true.
एक चीज और है जो I realized while talking to all of you is the fact that everyone is in fact be Chaitanya, Ayushi, Vikrant, Runit, Lippy or Darshana, one important part for all of us is the creativity aspect. Each one of us has to be creative in their own way. Then I was scrolling through Runit's profile on Instagram and I saw this. And this amazing short blazer of sort that he's posted, I want to know how do you be so creative? How are you so creative? What puts your thought towards that?
I'm just self-driven person.
Okay.
I've always, been self-obsessed. So when it comes to fashion, it's like you just see across what is happening, what are people wearing. I also tend to look over women's wear more. I pick out the colors from there, the silhouettes from there, and I like comfortable clothing. So formerly I wanted to be a model, but somehow I couldn't become. And इस पर मुझे यहाँ लेकर आ गए, and then I was like, okay, why not? Let's shoot something. So recently I started shooting on my own.
Clothes, I saw his, and I was stalking your Instagram. और भाई जबरदस्त, मतलब मेरे को तुमसे कुछ outfit तो बनाना ही पड़ेगा.
At least men's fashion को एक edge मिले. People come to know what is sustainable fashion, what is ethical fashion, because that is the next future.
So I would say, for an actor or for an artist also, the personality, the growth, the maturity happens over a period of time and year by year. Because when I moved to Bombay, I was signed up for a Doordarshan show. So I didn't think that time कि अरे दूरदर्शन आजकल कौन देखता है क्या है, मुझे नहीं लगा था ये, लेकिन मुझे लगा अरे आते ही कुछ मिल गया चलो कर लेते हैं. And when I was there in front of the camera, I actually realized that I had zero idea because I don't come from a family of filmy background, So when somebody says अच्छा मार्क पे जाइए, somebody says spot को बुलाओ पाने के लिए, I'm asking director से पानी कहाँ पी सकती हूँ मैं, and he's saying अरे तुम्हें क्या जरूरत है, spot boy पानी लाके देगा, and I'm like oh okay thank you, and then he's saying आप मार्क पे रहिए, and I'm like what mark is this, और मैं मेरी जो मॉम का कैरेक्टर प्ले कर रही हूँ उसकी मार्क पे खड़ी हो गई हूँ, and the director is like क्या कर रही होती है, तुम्हारा मार्क नहीं है, you know. And then because I'm so, you can see like I'm so bubbly and chirpy and also मेरा character भी वैसा था. I was playing a daughter to somebody, so I was bubbly and chirpy and I'm moving and he's like, तुम फ्रेम के बाहर निकल चुकी हो, इतने में ही रहना है, तुमको ये स्क्वायर बना के दूं क्या? So, you know, these all things, I was not trained because I don't come from that family. Like Vikrant said, you know, I've not grown up watching shoots and everything. So, मुझे नहीं पता था ये सब क्या था. So, I felt कि हाँ, it was a good idea to sort of take Doordarshan and, you know, learn these basics of acting. More like a workshop for me, जो मेरे लिए हो गया, where I was getting paid as well. So, it's a over a period of time that you learn these things, you understand these things. At the same time, maybe when I was 20, I moved to Bombay, somebody tells me to play a 27-year, 30-year-old, you know, young mother also. I might not have been able to play that at 20 probably, you know, because मेरे में वो maturity, understanding, वो सब उस वक्त नहीं था. But today when somebody tells me, I can sort of play that character because my mind, my thinking, my perspective of life, everything is very different, which probably doesn't have anything to do with acting. People might think like that, but it's not like that. It has a lot of things to do with acting because emotionally, we can connect small nuances we do, you know, in terms of our behavior as an actor. वो सब चीजें, you know, over the period of years ही आती है.
Off screen लिपि फिर भी childish है, मैं बता.
आशीष, एक्स्ट्रा इन्फॉर्मेशन कोई नहीं मांग रहा है तुमसे.
Yeah, I believe others have already understood this. So Ayushi
I
was
would
saying
like
something.
to, yeah.
But
So,
I've already played mother twice. I've already played young mother twice.
We shut up now. Let Ayushi speak something.
Sorry, Ayushi, please go ahead. Over to
So
you.
I have two things. I have two things to talk about. First is when Chaitan, you mentioned that, you know, if you feel like you're not earning probably at the moment, or if you feel like you need some financial support and that you can diversify, I somewhere agree to it. And it's only because like how Vikrant also mentioned that, you know, it depends on har ek ka person's journey. Now, what might work for you might not work for me. That is absolutely true. So if someone knows exactly what they want at the end of the day and what they're doing at the side is just a side hustle that they need to do to maintain their passion, that works too. Like if you are being able to find that balance for yourself, then I'm sure that it can work for you well, because that's what was happening with me as well. I was working full time as a digital marketer, and I was also being able to dance on the side. Of course, the level of the amount of time जो मुझे शायद मैं नहीं दे पा रही थी उतना जितना मुझे शायद देना चाहिए था. But at that point of time, my need maybe was to, you know, get some amount of money that I needed to hustle with my dancing or any passion for that matter. So I feel that if at the end of the day, if you know that, okay, मैं इतने घंटे मेरा काम है, उसके बाद anyhow I need to give time for my passion, for my art. So it can be for whatever, by working on your skill or, you know, just branching out and reaching out to people who can help you out with getting you work in acting space. If you can manage to do that, then that can absolutely work for you, is what I feel in my case. Yes,
I
Shweta.
completely
Darshana,
agree.
Darshana,
Yeah, with,
Darshana,
and
we should do something.
No, I completely agree with that too, because I think a lot of times we come into the industry, we don't really know where we're going. We don't really have an exact idea. So I feel like you should try everything once, because you never really know. It's like your passion won't change. I've always loved to sing since I was a child. I'm always going to sing, and that's something I know I love. But yeah, sometimes you have to support that with something else on the side. And I've also dabbled in a little bit of acting and modeling since I moved to Bombay. And honestly, I've had a lot of fun with it. So if I get another opportunity where I feel like it fits what I am looking for, then I might do it again. I'm not going to close it off completely. But at the same time, singing is going to be the focus. And, you know, as much as I can, as much time as I can devote to singing, I'm going to keep doing that. So like everyone has already said, our backgrounds are so different. We are artists though. We all do have
Definitely.
passion. So.
I mean, you need money to invest back into your passion as well, right? So, like, especially, I'll just keep it short, but then I was working in an IT firm for a little less than 3 years. And that's, in a way, actually where my journey as a model started. I mean, I'm a theatre artist, to be honest, but I want to stay connected to the field of art, and modeling seemed like something which requires a lesser amount of commitment in terms of time. Like, theatre wala one month I cannot commit. But I felt that, you know, modeling kar sakte. So,
Yeah. That's what's cool because everyone does so many different things and you bring that to your art.
Salary था, so I invested that in a portfolio. Portfolio से आया modeling से अभी मैं यहाँ आया and then now job is bye. But the point is that that is how I was able to invest in myself and bring out the model in me. So like tomorrow again, if I want to do something, right? So again, I have like a different look. I'm not exactly the boy next door, so I don't really get opportunities that easy. So till I get the opportunity, I still need to make sure I sustain and maintain myself for the moment the opportunity comes.
You do look like a boy next door. Right?
I'd like to add.
Yeah, actually, Chaitanya, you do look like a boy next door.
Well,
Easily.
now casting people don't want me on TV for some reason.
They don't want
वो
you
तो
on
कर्ली
board.
बाल की वजह से ना, वो तो स्ट्रेट हो जाएंगे
board.
कर्ली बाल तो.
People don't want me on TV for some reason. Like they want short hair and this and that and everything.
Think like that you are right and probably they are stupid things to grow up, So just stay the way
And
you are.
maybe modeling is working in your favor. Maybe that could be your calling.
Yes, I love modeling. I'm not saying I don't. I totally love it. I enjoy being on set. Okay, मैं 13 घंटे का शिफ्ट कर सकता हूँ without a single.
अरे वो आपके बाल सेट कर देंगे जैसा चेहरा तो अच्छा है आपका.
अरे बाबा, I don't mind the issue मेरी तरफ से नहीं है. They should take me ना.
अरे जिस दिन वो लोग थोड़ा MBA गाइस को हटा के क्रिएटिव लोग के लेके आएंगे ना तब उनको भी समझ में आएगा. और टेलीविजन सेट का आप छोड़ दो, forget about it. वहाँ पे कोई क्रिएटिविटी
I
नहीं है.
feel Runit is gonna call you immediately to model, for his next set of outfits. Yeah.
I'm totally up for
Got the opportunity.
Runit, चैतन्य और मैं अच्छा पेयर बनाएंगे अगर तुम मेल फीमेल मॉडल लेना चाहते हो.
I feel Chaitanya and Ayushi will make a better combination. Please.
आशीष, तुम्हारा ओपिनियन नहीं मांग रहे ना, अभी तुम मेरे दोस्त हो या आयुषी के?
मैं अभी किसी का दोस्त नहीं
I think giving a con.
Hi Ashish, new friend. Hi. ठीक है.
I followed you.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
and someone allowed the sexual expression. When it comes to modeling, it's also about you have to express the story of the collection, and I think he can do that really well. So these days, it's not about just standing like a dummy and displaying the outfit, but it's also about like speaking to your body language, your facial expressions, and Chaitanya has that. They have been through some style and I want to be that.
It's so nice that someone recognizes your effort. Because models का
I'll say one thing.
कोई बोलता नहीं. People are like good photo, but what he said barely anyone says about models. Like my process about modeling.
Chaitanya,
But see Chaitanya, he's coming from a different field, right? He's a designer.
Yeah.
उसकी हर एक outfit में एक story होती है, और अगर वो story, अगर you are portray that story through your expressions and body language, right? उसने तो outfit बना के वो mannequin पे भी पहना के photo ले सकता था. Ideally, he doesn't have to pay a model and lights and everything. But the idea of getting a model on board is that उसका जो भी outfit की color story रही है, weaving story रही है, handicrafts, whatever story has been there, that one individual is able to sort of portray that or express it to the target audience with that one shot, जो शायद 500 या 600 फोटोज क्लिक करने के बाद उस डिजाइनर को मिलेगा. So that's the ideal reason why he can understand your face, your body language, your expression, जो शायद of course like Vikrant said MBA वाला कोई नहीं और नहीं समझ पाएगा probably, who's not there.
So like my process in a way about modeling is if I'm doing a brand tomorrow, then the night before I'll be like studying about the brand. इनका previous journey क्या रहा है, what is the brand about, what is their tagline, what are the kinds of promotions that they have done in the past. Basically उनका vibe क्या है, उनका feel क्या है. So accordingly the next day when I go on set, okay, and then I get my directions, then I know कि कहाँ से क्या connect हो रहा है and what are the things they are looking for. So accordingly I can deliver that. But
Chaitanya.
Yep.
I just wanted to know like one thing कि आपके अपने दिल में exactly मतलब you want to be an actor or you want to be a model, exactly are you, could you tell us?
Wow, Chaitanya, you are also part of the round table, not an anchor anymore. You also have to answer as an
To be
artist.
very honest with you, when I was acting, वो time पे barely anything got recorded, okay? So I was
Sorry, you were acting.
when I was acting, I was mainly in theatre, and barely anything was recorded, like literally nothing.
Okay.
And whatever was recorded, वो time पे those क्या बोलते हैं 8 megapixel camera was wow. So you can imagine the quality of it. It's not even worth showing anything to anyone. So the point is, people don't recognize me as an actor as much, but they do recognize me as a model. I love acting and I love modeling both. You ask me to choose and I'll be like,
So you will be doing something for which people recognize you, which is also a very good reason to do something. It is a very,
I love acting and I love modeling, and I just think यार एक करूँगा ऐसे पूरा नहीं करूँ should not be the thing.
Yeah, see, everybody, Lipi will also agree, and Darshana and Aisha, that we as an artist means dancers, singers, and actors. We all, end of the day, we want attention. We want the whole world to see us, right? Okay, I'm here. Watch me. So, modeling, dancing, acting, singing. So, end of the day, we need attention. So, you are good with acting and modeling, but I feel that you have become, of late, you have become more comfortable with modeling because that's where you have found, your thing, your calling and everything. I'll just mention a small experience. Just say, from the start, from the day one, even while I was, मैं NDA exams के लिए जब मैं था वहाँ पे जब मेरा interview वगैरह हो रहा था, तो I was being interviewed by a brigadier that time. मैंने written exams clear कर लिया था. I was in the merit and I was called for this whole thing, SSB Services Selection Board. And वहाँ पे they test you. They test you for 7-8 days. Psychologically they test you. आपके अंदर OLQs है क्या? Officers like qualities. आप कैसे सारी चीजों को clear करते हो? वो सारा टेस्ट करते हैं वो. तो उसमें एक पार्ट होता है कि आप एक ऑफिसर आपको इंटरव्यू करता है. तो मुझे एक ब्रिगेडियर उस समय इंटरव्यू कर रहा था उस समय, बिकॉज मैंने अपना चॉइस आर्मी दिया हुआ था. उस ब्रिगेडियर के सामने मेरे पहुंचने से पहले उसके पास एक फॉर्म पहुंच गया था जिसमें मेरी चॉइसेस लिखी हुई थी. तो मेरा हॉबी लिखा हुआ था एक्टिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ द मिरर. आई वाज 17 and a half, so you can imagine 17 years old with writing acting and in front of the mirror. ठीक है. फिर उसके बाद मैं चला गया वहाँ पे. तो वहाँ पे, और मैंने टाई वाई पहनी थी क्योंकि मैं मिलिट्री के लिए रेडी होता, तो मैंने वो इंटरव्यू वगैरह से पहना हुआ है. एंड देन वो मेरा बारे में पूछता है, एंड देन फाइनली ही कम्स टू दैट पॉइंट वेयर ही सेज कि ओके व्हाट डू यू लाइक, व्हाट डू यू लव, brigadier guy, and मतलब minus his uniform, he's not in uniform. I say okay, you love acting. You won't believe मैंने अपने NDA के इंटरव्यू में भी एक्टिंग की है. मतलब मेन जो है मेरा इंटरव्यू पूरा वो एक्टिंग से रिलेटेड चल रहा था. My point is कि I was like, you have to be so clear in your life what you want to do, right? मैं NDA आर्मी एग्जाम दे रहा हूँ और मैं वहाँ मोहब्बतें में शाहरुख खान का सीन कर रहा हूँ कि आप हार गए सर, आप हार गए, उस दिन आपने बेटी हारी थी, आज आपने बेटा खोया है, and all that scene doing in front of a brigadier in a NDA interview. Just imagine. So that kind of clarity was there in here कि मैं क्या हूँ, मुझे क्या करना है. इनफैक्ट टेलीविजन छोड़ने के बाद भी उस वक्त मुझे बहुत सारे प्रोडक्शन हाउस बोलते थे कि तू स्टूपिड, पागल है, बेवकूफ है, टेलीविजन में पर डे होता है, इतना अच्छा है, तेरे को सब लोग लाइक कर रहे हैं, तेरा पर डे बढ़ जाएगा यहाँ से. 2008-9 में आई लेफ्ट. बाय द टाइम आई वाज 23 में मैंने स्टारडम देख के सब छोड़ भी दिया था. 23-24 एंड मुझे लगा था कि मैं जल्दी से फिल्म में आ जाऊंगा, लेकिन फ्रॉम देयर मतलब एक फिल्म किया, वन फिल्म का शूटिंग को 1.5 साल लगा शूटिंग करने में. That 1.5 years of your life is gone, and then you come to know that that film is not releasing. वो डब्बे में चली गई. Why? You don't know. Nobody's going to answer because they have not put money. They gave you a chance. That's it. Second movie, third movie, fourth movie. That kind of patience, that kind of focus you need. मेरी ऐसे करके 3-4 फिल्में करते करते 2015 में मेरी पहली फिल्म रिलीज हुई है, which was shooting wise my first film. Sorry, shooting wise my 5th film. Became my debut. I was never prepared for all this. देखो एक्सपीरियंस बाय एक्सपीरियंस मुझे समझ में आने लगा. पहले मैं जब मेरे को फर्स्ट फिल्म मिली थी ना 2009 में, आई साइन माय फर्स्ट फिल्म. 2009 में I signed my first film with Jackie Shroff, with Mukesh Tiwari, Asnani and everybody. I was so happy. I remember that feeling. I was like, अरे यार लाइफ बन गई बॉस, अब तो फिल्म एक्टर है ये वो पिक्चर आई ही नहीं अभी. Just imagine. वो आज तक फिल्म नहीं आई. Second, third, fourth ऐसे करते. A tremendous amount of patience and tremendous amount of self-belief you need to excel in life, and you have to be very, very clear, crystal clear what you want to do, how you see yourself. Like Ayushi, जैसे आप अगर background में dance कर रहे हो, forget about everything. Just give your best, do your job, take the money, go back, smile, party with your friends, and say I'm the best. That's it. And then you आप एक वो रखो कि मुझे कहाँ जाना है, और धीरे धीरे आप वहाँ पहुँच जाओगे. Everything will start coming your way, सब हो जाएगा. That's what
I would like to add up to this a little bit. It's just when it comes to being clear about what you want to do, I feel like for some people it comes very easy. किन लोगों को पता ही होता है कि उन्हें क्या करना है. As soon as they like maybe they start developing hobbies and everything, that is when they realize that okay, बचपन से पता होता है कि मुझे यही करना है या मुझे यही करना है in life. But I feel for a lot of people to get that amount of clarity is very difficult. And me being one of them, I understand this because I have struggled almost all my life to figure out what is it that I exactly want to do. And I'm still in that experimental process, to be honest. So I feel that it's like this major kind of pressure that comes into picture when we say that you need to figure out what you want to do in your life and the picture needs to be crystal clear. It's true, like that's how it's supposed to be, but at the same time it brings in like a lot of pressure with it कि तुम्हें पता होना ही चाहिए at some point of time, because then it's like okay, तुम फिर आगे क्या करोगे? How are you going to sustain? How are you going to find financial stability in life? And I feel like it's a major part of hustling, especially for those who are probably known to do a lot of things. Like if they are good at a lot of things, but being good at a lot of things doesn't mean that it will help you choose one, because it just gives you more options. And maybe even though you're good at something, it's not necessary that you would like to do it, as a career option.
Very true.
Yes, I just
I mean, I think that's like a societal construct where we do put pressure on ourselves to find one particular job, but it has to be more abstract than that. Like Vikrant has said before, it's like you like attention. That can be your guiding force. It doesn't have to be anything else. For me, I want to be a singer. For like people are like, oh, you're going to make it one day, and I'm like, what is make it? You define that for yourself, right? For me, success is if I can pay for my food, clothing, and shelter. I'm not dependent on anyone else, and I get to do what I love doing while I'm doing all of that. I'm actually really satisfied and content. I know this sounds
Bang
like
on.
tuned.
No, totally.
Love it.
It's a huge thing. It's a big
Yeah,
thing.
so that and it could change. Like no one's going to put you into a box, and like we do that to ourselves. We should go to school, be an engineer, and now you're an engineer for the rest of your life. Whatever else you do, you're an engineer. That's it. But we don't. As artists, I think we fought so much against everyone. I'm sure all of us have had those pressures from home where you don't have the support from home. Like now that you've done something for yourself, they might be okay with it, but you've not had that support from home growing up. So even though I knew I wanted to always sing, I haven't had that support where they're like, yeah, you should sing, let me try to help you along the way. It came about naturally, and it took me so long to get to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm going to pursue this for myself. But like you don't have to know, and it can change, and I think we should stop judging ourselves for wanting different things at different times. That's what it should be.
Maybe it's just about the honesty within the moment, like being true to yourself and to your art at that given point of time. And
Yeah,
just go with the flow and with what feels correct to your heart.
And I feel like that's something that is also very difficult at times, because in the background there are these voices where you're like, okay, no, but this is how it's supposed to be, right? Like I am getting what I want out of this, and why am I not happy at the end of the day?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a very challenging process when it comes to actually sitting with yourself and figuring out what you really want to do. Like going back to the artist's appreciation and attention point, I feel like more than attention, there's this sense of validation that a lot of artists need. And I feel like it's very natural, because artists are at the end of the day entertainers, performers for a lot of people. And I feel like when it comes to that, validation kind of goes hand in hand. It might not go for a few, which is great, but this is like being a part of artists. Some may agree, some may not agree to it. But I feel like it comes along the way.
When everybody is saying that we should diversify, तो मैंने भी लॉकडाउन में एक्सपेरिमेंट किया था. I was an anchor before I got into events. For 3 years, I used to host a lot of events, and then that was then. उसके बाद I got into events and everything, and one fine day I realized I want to be the person who curates an event and not be on the stage alone. So I got into that. And abhi lockdown mein, I was doing these talk shows where I was inviting different people, and I wanted to understand their journey, and I was sharing how did they get success. So I did see your profile as well. Now, one thing that I would like to ask all of you all, this is something that I realized for myself, which my wife actually made me understand. He said कि अगर आप कुछ कर रहे हो तो आप आपके लिए करो. अगर आप यही देख रहे हो कि लाइक्स कितने आ रहे हैं, शेयर कितने आ रहे हैं, कमेंट्स कितने आ रहे हैं, then you will be stuck there. So don't focus on that, because this is the first time I was doing something virtually. I was concerned about how many people are approaching the show and how many people are really accepting that, and then it made me feel कि हाँ ये मेरा ये मंत्र नहीं होना चाहिए. I should rather focus on the content. Everything else is byproduct. And yesterday I made a post on Instagram. I feel all of you should share and this should look at. Don't share. Sorry. Look at it. It's all about a person's journey and what are the basic ethics that people don't follow. Believe me when I say this, the likes might not matter. The number of people who have gone ahead and shared that as a story, I was not even aware, and there are so many messages from at least 25-30 people whom I don't even know. Ashish, thank you for sharing this. Thank you for putting it out. And I was like, अच्छा मैंने कुछ अच्छा किया. Now my next thought shouldn't be कि मैं ऐसा कौन सा दूसरा post डालूँ कि वो भी share. Why?
Right.
I mean, validation is important. I agree with IUC, but no, validation shouldn't eat you on the side.
It shouldn't be the reason for your art. It shouldn't be the
Exactly.
I meant that it comes, sometimes it comes hand in hand, like it goes hand in hand when, because with a certain manner that you work, validation kind of just hops on. And it's not necessary for everybody. Sometimes it might feel like you need it, but it's not a need. It's something that just happens and you get used to it. And when it doesn't happen, then you feel like, oh, why is it not happening now? So at that point, I completely feel you, Ashish, because when I started, I will tell you what happened with me, just very short in short amount of time. I was a part of this really famous crew, and they're doing well currently, and everything's happening great for them. But then at the same time, I wasn't, especially because of this lockdown, when we actually got time to think about what we are doing in life. I just thought that, okay, whatever I'm doing right now, I'm not feeling happy. I'm not happy at the end of the day. And I was just like, no, I need to make that change for myself. Because while I was working, I wasn't working for myself. I was working with the team. And it was something that I wasn't seeking for. That does not, of course, make me a bad person, but it's something that I didn't want. And that's when I realized, okay, no, I need to take a step back, and it's kind of unfair for them as well, because if I'm just doing it for the sake of it, I am kind of bringing them all down together. So I didn't want that, so I kind of let them know that this is how exactly I'm feeling, and they understood, and we kind of parted ways there. And a lot of people would say that I am a fool to do this because they are really doing well. They've always been doing well, and it's just that starting this show from scratch now is kind of a big deal for me, because I know that I am not getting the amount of views that I want, obviously, in the future, because that's what is the show going to be based on if I want to earn out of it, which is true. I mean, although I don't want, like, I shouldn't be bothered about likes, shares, and subscribers, it will still play a major role in my income if that is what I want out of it. But in the beginning, to be honest, it's not going to happen. Obviously, it will take at least like a year or two for it to happen, maybe. So that amount of patience and that amount of understanding, I feel, is a little difficult, but you need to set yourself straight that, okay, no, actually, this is not right now that your focus should be. Your focus should be on creating and not on how many subscribers you have at the moment.
Yeah.
At the same time, एक चीज और है जो सबको ये चीज पता नहीं, हम अपने आप को इतना अप्रिशिएट क्यों नहीं करते, कि काफी लोग तो स्टार्ट भी नहीं करते. हमने स्टार्ट तो किया, मतलब people fear starting, तो why are you not appreciating yourself कि यार इतना, और तुम्हारा डिजाइन कंटेंट मैंने देखा, अमेजिंग यार, कितने अच्छे से तुमने सब क्रिएटिवली पोस्ट किया है.
For once, take Kareena Kapoor seriously. मैं अपनी खुद की फेवरेट.
True. Also एक चीज और है जो मेरे को जब मैं, so funny as it may sound, but I wanted to be a cricketer because तब सचिन और सहवाग का बहुत था. I was in my school cricket team. I was in my college cricket team. फिर मेरे अंकल आए, उन्होंने बोला बेटा पूरे दुनिया में कितने बच्चे होंगे? मैंने बोला मुझे नहीं पता। बोले इंडिया में? मैंने बोला एटलीस्ट बोले 1 करोड़ लोग समझ लो। मैं ठीक है, उसमें से अहमदाबाद में कितने होंगे? मैंने बोला 1 लाख लोग। तो बोले 1 लाख में से तुम अकेले क्रिकेटर कैसे बनोगे? एंड आई वाज लाइक शिट, ही इज राइट। एंड देन आई स्टॉप्ड इट। देन इट केम टू मी एज एन इवेंट प्लानर। Then I was like, there will always be someone better than us. There will always be 100 more competitors. But why should we worry about it? हम लोग हमारा काम कर रहे हैं, तो ठीक है ना? Doesn't matter.
Exactly. I was talking to my friend the other day and I was like, यार एक पूरा season 1 खत्म हो गया है and you know I'm a little worried about the subscriber count and currently I have around 350 subscribers and I was just feeling low at that point. I'm not usually like that, but that was like a low moment, and I just wanted to talk to someone to help me get through it. So I spoke to my friend. And he's like, "You're not understanding, Ayushi. 350 people have subscribed to your channel. That's a number. If you put those people in a room, you realize how many of them are there. So it's something that you should be proud of." And that just blew my mind and I was like, dude, why am I not looking at it like this? So whenever I feel low, I feel like this thing really cheers me up and it helps me a lot. I just thought I should share it.
Each one of you, जैसे अभी रोनित का कोई एक डिजाइन है, दर्शना का कोई एक सॉन्ग है, लिपि का कोई एक इवेंट है, विक्रांत का कोई एक रोल है, वो अगर हिट है तो हम जो कर रहे हैं वो अच्छा है. I am okay with that.
So I would just like to add the same thing from Ayushi Singh. मुझे भी एक बात याद आई जो बहुत साल पहले मेरे एक फ्रेंड ने मुझे कही थी. Where I did a movie, I shot for 2 movies in 1 year. Like Feb में I shot for a movie, in March में I shot for a movie, and this was like 4 years back. And I was like, oh my god, 2 movie एक महीने में like मेरी तो life चमक गई. As an actor, you think that. And then उसके बाद कुछ नहीं, right? Again, small things, whatever happening and all. Whatever, and I was telling my friend कि ये क्या, कैसा है, I'm not happy, ऐसा हो गया, वैसा हो गया. And he said, do you realize how many people come to Bombay with the idea of becoming an actor? और उनके 20, 15 साल निकल जाते हैं और वो अपने आप को 70 mm पे नहीं देख पाते हैं. You at least had an opportunity to see yourself twice on 70 mm. Your movies got released and you watched it with your family and friends. So rather just be happy about it and rather thinking कि 4 साल पहले 2 पिक्चर मिल गई थी और अब क्या हो गया, what is this, ये कैसा हो रहा है. So I really felt I could understand, I could relate. जब मैं थिएटर करती थी, बॉम्बे नई आई थी, I used to talk to so many people and understand the perspective of acting and all, and they used to be so positive that yeah, हम 20 साल से थिएटर कर रहे हैं लेकिन हमें फिल्म मिल जाएगी, ये हो जाएगा. So then I realized and I felt कि yeah, I mean it's the small things जो हम subconsciously ignore कर देते हैं, हमें मिल जाती है. Like people say कि हम हमेशा भागते रहते हैं ना कि अच्छा ये मिल गया, अब क्या, हमें BMW चाहिए थी, ओ मिल गई 15 साल के बाद BMW, एंड यू आर लाइक ओ बट हमें जैगवार भी तो चाहिए थी ना, एंड यू लूज द वैल्यू ऑफ BMW that you've achieved after 15 years of success, struggle, hard work, patience, and you start running after that next aim again. लेकिन वो छोटी छोटी चीजें जो है हम वो भूल जाते हैं अप्रिशिएट करना, जो हमें हमेशा अप्रिशिएट करनी चाहिए. I just want to
so as I told you that I started out of passion, all of things, and I never knew that I'll come to this stage. So when I started, it was a passion. So gradually, जब मेरे को likes, comments आने लगे, so I started doing things market oriented. What would please the audience for those likes and comments, and that's when I actually started degrading my work. I had to think of the market, think of the audience, what do they like, what do they wear, and then I lost my own thing, my own touch. And then I happened to launch my store, and just as store full, I got really engaged with the store responsibilities and all. But down the time, after 3 months, I realized that this is not what I wanted to do. I selected this profession out of my choice. I want to make what I like, what I want to wear. I have to showcase that to the world, not what they will wear, what they will buy. So eventually, I started designing back and getting informed, and I realized कि हमको लोगों के लिए कुछ नहीं करना चाहिए, जो हमको अच्छा लगता है वो ही करो, because that is only going to fetch you money, fame, whatever you want, and at most happiness at the end of the day. Exactly. That is a clear observation that market, people, audience don't matter until unless you are happy.
True.
and you need to be satisfied with what
Wow.
Ayushi is gaining a lot of information from this. उसको बहुत खुशी मिल रही है.
वो 3 Idiots में वो आमिर खान का डायलॉग बहुत सही है कि एक्सीलेंस के पीछे भागो, सक्सेस आपके पीछे आएगी.
Agreed.
And one line is perfect.
True, so true. And the fact that, you know, what is happening with the dancers world on social media is that people make dance covers on the latest songs that are coming out. And I mean, it's good for them, but I do not like that process at all. मतलब तुमको गाना पसंद आया या नहीं पसंद आया, तुम्हें उनसे नाचना पड़ेगा to gain that traction on your Instagram and to get yeah, exactly. And it's a trend, so it's something that is happening now. And people are like, Ayushi, if you want to grow on Instagram, you need to start making dance covers. Like, if you want to grow as a dancer, and that's how you. And I'm just like, I do not find joy at all. It makes me feel like I'm doing something so disgusting because it's not. I'm not demeaning someone, but it's something that I do not like when it comes to me. And then I was like, I am known to be authentic and need to put that authenticity out. I want to dance at my own comfort whenever I want to on whatever song I like, bhale wo famous ho, nahi ho, underground ho. So
You're right.
Exactly. And but people currently उन्हीं को ज़्यादा मतलब traction मिल रहा है, which is the truth of the market, Indian market at least currently.
Ayushi, विक्रांत भाई ने बोल दिया, you were right.
She's right, Ashish. Actually, she's right. If you can't connect to something, don't do it. Listen to your heart.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I would just like to add. It's more like to each to its own, right? Like even for me, people say that if you think you're so talented as an actor, then why don't you just pick up some of the best monologues from the Bollywood films and वो shoot करके तुम Instagram पे डालो, and Instagram is the world now. Somebody might pick you up from there and all. But I just feel that it's not me. I don't want to do that part. I don't want to sort of just get influenced by something and copy and then paste it. Rather, अगर मुझे भले जो भी छोटे-मोटे जो भी roles मिले, अगर मैं वो डालती हूँ और उसके through कुछ मिले, great. But I don't want to copy paste or maybe something which has been already done and appreciated so much by the audience. उसको मैं अपने effort डाल के और थोड़ा बहुत अपनी तरह से method acting करके जो भी करके उसको डालूं. I just didn't feel like it. So I think it's the same thing with you also, Ayushi, right? Maybe
I've gone through this as well.
maybe
Right?
And singers
yeah, the
too.
whole world is and singers too. They do covers and everything.
I was
and
about
No,
to
they
ask
tell you to do they tell you to do the newest ones and people, and it has worked. Like sometimes people have requested stuff. I do take requests because I have some like really loyal people that have followed me for years before like I'm doing anything. So for them, I do take requests once in a while. It's like once in a while that I do it, and I'm like, okay, this is a request, and I do it. But then they say, why don't you do the latest songs that come out right then? And I have seen it grow also. Like even on YouTube, I put out a couple things, and I've seen it grow, but it brought me no satisfaction or joy at all. And I'm like, this is like when I'm doing gigs, I'll do whatever the audience wants over there because that is the deal over there. But this is my work. This is like what I want to do. So it should be what I want to do. And so like maybe the traction doesn't happen right away. But you know what? Over time, I have seen that like on YouTube, I don't put anything very great out, but I already have over 5K subscribers and I have no idea how. But there are people that have been following me and have been watching for so long. So it's not something I'm promoting. I've never done paid promotions on this. Yeah, you just have to be true. Exactly, and we're all one in the end, but we're all so uniquely individuals.
Exactly,
I'm
right.
sure you're aware of the Instagram algorithms that you need to be active every day, post at this time. इतना peer pressure हो जाता है उसके कारण.
Peer pressure, Baba.
Okay,
I have lost jobs because of that. People have asked me, "Arey, your work is nice, but how many followers do you have?" Brands, proper, good, amazing brands.
अरे मैं ये सब प्रेशर नहीं लेता, इसलिए मुझे मालूम नहीं है. I never take all these pressures, so it doesn't matter to me at all. But आप लोग भी मत लो, मैं यही कहूँगा, don't take all these pressures. Do it for yourself. Just do it for yourself. Do what you love because you are made for something particular. एक particular चीज के लिए we all are made. मैं आपको frankly बता रहा हूँ, मैं अपने बारे में बोल रहा हूँ, अपने बारे में बोल रहा हूँ. मैं एक्टिंग में भी ना, अभी मैं इतना क्लियर हूँ कि मैं दो चीज के लिए बना हूँ. मैं डांस भी नहीं करता बिल्कुल, मैं किससे बनाई. तो मैं डांस कर लूंगा, अगर कोरियोग्राफर मुझे सिखाएगा तो मैं कर लूंगा, बट आई कांट डांस लाइक शायद आई कैन मैनेज लाइक सेवन आई वुड नीड बैक स्टेज डांस एंड ऑल. सो वो कर लूंगा, लेकिन आई एम नॉट मेड फॉर डांसिंग, बट आई एम मेड फॉर टू थिंग्स इन एक्टिंग. एक्टिंग बहुत सारे इमोशंस होते हैं. आई एम नॉट मेड फॉर कॉमेडी, बट आई नो दैट आई एम मेड फॉर इंटेंस रोल्स. आई रियली डू इट लाइक मेरे जो फ्रेंड्स हैं देखते हैं तो ऐसे ही तू खेलना ऐसे ही तू खेलना। फिर उसके बाद वो और अगर मैं रोमांटिक सीन्स करता हूँ लाइक वेरी सॉफ्ट रोमांटिक जिस उसमें भी इंटेंसिटी चाहिए होती है रोमांस में उस तरह का आई एम मेड फॉर दीस लाइक मैं आंख बंद करके कर सकता हूँ ये सूट मी बट कॉमेडी करवाओगे तो ठीक है मैं वो सिचुएशन को ठीक से एक्ट करूंगा बट कॉमेडी पता नहीं कैसी होगी बट हो जाएगी तो आप वेरी क्लियर है मतलब यू नो आपको सबके अंदर एक क्वालिटी है जैसे दर्शना एक पर्टिकुलर वे में गाना गाती होगी उसकी एक पर्टिकुलर आवाज होती है एक वो होगा तो आपके दोस्त आके बोलेंगे अरे तू ऐसा करना अरे तू ऐसा करना ये ट्राई करता है वो ट्राई कर ऐसा नहीं होता है आयुषी का एक थॉट होगा कि मुझे इस तरह के गाने पसंद है इस तरह का डांस पसंद है वो फिर बेस्ट लगेगी पता है वो आंख बंद करके नहीं करेगी ना तो लगेगा कि वो अच्छे से कर रही है चैतन्य किसी चीज एक पर्टिकुलर चीज में अच्छे होंगे यू नो दैट वे रुनीत आश एवरीबॉडी just believe in yourself listen to everybody do what you believe in yourself
मैंने ये दिखाया ना अभी देखो do what you love what you do
हाँ correct
I have it in front of me all the time because I don't want to be moved by somebody's way of doing things in life मैं जो कर रहा हूँ अपने हिसाब से ठीक और जितना मिले
side of things like this thing helps. So when someone is telling you these negative things when you're trying to do something for yourself, first you should just care about whether you want to do it and it's not hurting anyone else. But when someone comes in and they're like, are you sure that's the safe thing to do? You know, you should do this instead. If you just like block everything else out and take a look at them and their life, you'll see that they've not really achieved anything or done anything and very unhappy in general.
अरे ऐसे तो लोग ब्लू टिक कैसे लोग ब्लू टिक है पता है आपको आपको कुछ काम ही नहीं किया ब्लू टिक है मतलब मेरा ब्लू टिक नहीं है मेरा ब्लू टिक नहीं है अभी तक बॉस मेरा ब्लू टिक नहीं है
it's like a validation right that you are a celebrity you are an
Exactly.
influencer it's just a validation
Actually, the only reason blue ticks are existing is to know that they are legit. Like it's not a fake account or it's not. So which is why blue ticks were supposed to be there. So if you have like an article, if you're supposed to be like a public figure, or if you know if there is a possibility that कोई तुम्हारा fake account बनाए उस हिसाब से Instagram verifies you. Now if you have like an article published somewhere or if you are out there on the media or newsletters, then you submit that to Instagram and say, you know what, hey, there's a possibility that I would have a fake account, I need to be verified. That's the only reason. There's nothing else.
But people take it as मतलब it's something new but people take it as कि ये तो सिर्फ celeb का ही होता है blue tick. Only जो public figures है उनका होता है ना
ऐसा ही है but even if you have like
blue tick मिल जाता है
वो भी है but if you have like even if you have like 2,000 followers you can still get a you can still be verified so it depends it only depends on these things and nothing else but people take it like a validation thing again where
just one thing that I want to add that I have a store I have to look after customizations and bespoke wear so that is something that I don't always want to but I have to put my bedroom better but I always promote those things which are genuinely mine like from the design process to the fabric weaving from scratch till the end everything is mine I only promote that on the social media and I believe that I should be proud of being original in the market in the platform so that makes me really happy
nobody else can be
it's really important because if you do things to please people it will not be easy like whatever you do how much you not get that 32-inch smile on your face so I have decided that I'll you know bring up with contents भले हफ्ते में एक बार दो बार but I'll get it like very original and people should get you know like they should get just motivated or they should get a vision of seeing the fashion world through my eyes so nothing like copying or in getting inspired from people or their designs but rather I believe in getting inspired from nature which has a lot of things to show us and you know
so there are two people who I feel everyone should consider of course one of them is Moon another is in our Bollywood industry Amir Khan he doesn't work for awards he works for it because he likes doing it and he delivers those level of content and another one whom I really admire I used to because he's no more is Steve Jobs he did what he had to. He never bothered about any sort of fame or publicity or anything. These two people, I feel, if you look up to, they'll do what they have done. मतलब उन्होंने कभी सोचा नहीं कि क्या रीच होगी, क्या होगा, उन्होंने अपना काम अच्छा किया and they were happy. To add one more thing to this entire thing, I feel हम हमारा प्रोफेशन बहुत लोग चूज नहीं करते, वो अपने आप हो जाते. जैसे विक्रांत said that somebody gave him the card. With Ronit, I'm sure he was experimenting and it happened. Darshana also, I'm not sure singing was your thing, but you landed up becoming a singer. Same goes with Ayushi, I'm sure, and Chaitanya. So, one thing that actually I admire about the fact of my industry is that I am an emotions-driven person. मतलब अगर जहाँ पे emotions है ना, मैं शायद पैसा छोड़ दूँगा, emotions मेरे लिए important है. And the fact that you sang to us right now, it immediately made me feel that I'm so glad that I'm into this, where I listen to artists on stage and I'm sitting right there listening to them. Boss, क्या amazing तुम्हारे पास talent है, you can move souls. And Darshana, I feel you, Ayushi, you guys are gifted, and so is Vikrant. I mean, अपने skills के through कुछ लोगों को move करना, I feel that's a real beauty to yourself.
I think that's all of us here on this panel, and you, like you said, you're the curator. I haven't seen your MC
Exactly.
skills pretty well, so like it's.
And also, if it wasn't for people like you, again, there would have been lesser opportunities for people like us. So I feel like it's a win-win, and it's something that goes hand in hand for both of us. So thank
It's a
you
beautiful
for you as
ecosystem.
well. Yeah.
मेरे को तो बहुत मजा आ रहा है. मैं तो और 1 घंटा बात कर सकता हूँ. मेरे पास कोई काम नहीं है.
I think yeah, this was a great platform. Honestly, when Chaitanya called me, I was really like, hey, अच्छा ये प्री प्रो में जा रहा है तो हम आर्टिस्ट क्या बात कर लेंगे जब एक दूसरे को जानते भी नहीं है, तो राउंड टेबल में बिठा दिया है. And he said I don't have set questions. It's just gonna be a free flow thing. So I really had my own set of inhibitions. I will not deny that. But I personally feel that yes, it was absolutely amazing connecting with you over here, and not exactly knowing your journey without knowing your background and still getting to know you guys so much. I think it has been an absolutely different experience for me altogether. And of course, I would love to get in touch with you. Actually, just Ronit, Ayushi, and Vikrant. I would love to get in touch with you three in terms of artists. Yeah, and explore more, get to know you guys more, and a lot of learnings I am definitely taking back from your share of experiences, whether it has been with respect to life, or with respect to you being an artist, or you going through that phase of dull and high and that graph you guys have in your life. So I think it has just been more like a motivational session for me somewhere, but like just having over a cup of coffee, a little bit of hungover in my head with that. But I'm having a good Sunday morning so far, which has been moved to Sunday afternoon. So thanks a lot, Chaitanya, for getting me on board over here. I really enjoyed it, and I would love to be part of season 2 also, whether as an anchor or as an artist. It's your call, of course. But yeah, I'm just self-pitching myself again.
बैक मुझे 5 नए फॉलोअर्स और 5 नए दोस्त मिल गए. अदरवाइज वो नहीं होता. एंड थैंक्स चैतन्य. मतलब मैं तो मन से ही बोलता हूँ, मैंने आज तक कोई फिल्टर नहीं मारा. तो एक चीज है दैट whatever you were saying or whatever each one of you said, सबकी जर्नी है. With all respect to each and every one of you who here, this is not something that we don't know, but we always forget that it's very important to be sane ourselves. हम जितना काम कर रहे हैं अच्छा कर रहे हैं. हमने अपने ऊपर बहुत बर्डन डाल दिया है कि हमें ये करना है, यहाँ पहुँचना है. Why? Be happy with everything that we are doing. So I feel this is one great thing that 5 अलग लोग जो आज तक मैं जानता भी नहीं था. Now I feel I can reach out to you guys and say, guys, listen, share this post of my party. I'm coming to Raipur. I need you to meet to be contact. So I'm happy. Thanks, Chaitanya. This was very nice. I mean, I am really happy. सब लोग अपने अपने fears और inhibitions के बारे में बात कर रहे थे, which I feel is really important, and that sort of justified each and everything that we're doing right here for ourselves as well. So it makes sense.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, मतलब मैं तो जाना ही चाहता हूँ ज़्यादा बोलने के लिए और कम सुनने के लिए, but आज पहली बार मैंने जो है ना वो ज़्यादा सुना और कम बोला. I think so. Starting में तो काफी सुना मैंने, and in fact मुझे ना बहुत अच्छा लगा because क्योंकि जैसे आयुषी तो अपने फील्ड से है, तो मैं उनको समझ गया था बहुत आराम से, बहुत जल्दी समझ गया था. दर्शना को भी मैं I could understand her very well. Lipi also. But then for me, new people were like Runit and Ashish. तो मुझे उनको सुनने में ना बहुत अच्छा लग रहा था मुझे. और जब भी मैं सुन रहा था रुनित को और आशीष को, तो मुझे I was every moment I was learning something new. And मुझे उनकी जर्नी सुनने में मतलब कुछ नया सुनने को मिल रहा था. तो I was very happy and it was a good session. Chaitanya and bringing everybody together. It's a good thing actually. This is my first time actually. ये जो है ऐसे इस तरह से Zoom पे round table. This is my first. You guys are the first people I'm doing it with. So everything was new and I came in with a blank mind. मैंने कुछ decide नहीं किया था. I was very natural with you guys, very normal. बाकी glad to have you all here, new friends.
Honestly, for me, this was like a really raw, unfiltered conversation, and I feel that was like the best part about it. And I am feeling so grateful and mainly honored to be like here with all of you, because to know what your journey was, even it was for like an over an hour and a half's conversation, but then I got to know you guys, which is really good for me. And I also want to like apologize if there was anything that came off wrong, or if I may have or may not have. I'm just like putting it out there because that's how I am. And apart from that, I feel like this conversation was really needed for me. I felt like there was a nice dose of just good thoughts and good positive energy that you guys have shared throughout this conversation. So thank you so much. And like Ashish said, new friends, I completely agree to it as well. So thank
yes,
you,
yeah.
Chaitanya. Thank you so much for having me for this, and all the very best for your season 2 as well.
Honestly, I've been suffering cold and cough for the past 1 week. I'm in isolation at home, and I was really exhausted. So when Chaitanya messaged me and I had a conversation about this, I was like, okay, let's do this. I was not really prepared. In fact, by morning 7 o'clock, I slept somehow, and I was not mentally prepared for the session. But I was like, hey, let's do this. Let's do the ice-breaking thing. I have to explore the world. I did not expect so much of love, so much of attention, so much of understanding from all of you. I'm really glad that I came across this thing. Thank you, Chaitanya, and I'm looking forward that I connect with everyone forever. I mean, it's like beautiful people with beautiful charm and soul. Every one of you has connected me so well and made me so comfortable to share my things, which I really don't tend to do that easily. So thank you so much, and I think everybody has said my point already. It's a beautiful morning, and Sunday was never expected so good. Thank you.
I mean, again, I did not know what to expect coming in to this. Lippy suggested my name, so thank you, Lippy. And when I spoke to Chaitanya, he just seemed so friendly and cool. I was like, okay, fine. It just sounds like a nice conversation. And this was really like that. It was just like meeting like a bunch of friends, which was strange because we don't know each other at all. So the initial awkwardness was like broken really fast. Though I feel like everyone, since we come from a similar background, I think we've grown emotionally and mentally along like the same path or something. I'm really not sure, but it felt good to know that there's other people out there that are as crazy as me, because I think we mostly know normal people who are always telling us don't do this, and then you meet other people that are doing it. So I'm like, yeah, this is it feels nice. So I'm looking forward to keeping in touch with all of you, because great people, great vibes. I mean, I've had this panel discussion thing, but it was always either musicians or just singers, the same people, and it's been good. Like, you get along with everyone, but this was like really different because I really liked and truly enjoyed knowing each and every one of you. And Ayushi, don't ever apologize, because I think we're supposed to be able to say anything we want, because it seemed like a safe space. And I like that we debated a little bit, like we were. Yeah, it was just like, it's nice to say, no, I don't think that's true, or like, for me, this is not true. That's actually really cool. We should be able to be ourselves, and that's what we're all about.
You know what, I was about to appreciate you guys, because it was amazing hearing different perspectives and having them respected. That is beautiful. It felt like a wonderful thing, and each time you guys give feedbacks, I get goosebumps.
This is my favorite song. Like, I sang it. I think it's the first one I performed when I was like very young. कहना ही क्या ये नैनिक अनजान से जो मिली, चलने लगी मोहब्बत की जैसे ये सिलसिले, अरमान ऐसे दिल में खिले को कभी मैं न जानूं, वो हमसे हमसे कभी ना मिले, कैसे मिले दिल न जानूं, अब क्या करे क्या नाम ले, कैसे उन्हें मैं पुकारूं,